I guess we're reviewing this up next on PopCon. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm your G1 host, Victor, and today I'm going to reveal and review my newest Transformer crossover with Jurassic Park, Tyranocon Rex and Autobot JP93. Now, this is my third crossover of the Transformers. I have the DeLorean and Ecto-1 behind me, and I'm still thinking about getting one more. Can you guess which one, knowing my collection? Well, I'll get to that later. For now, before the unboxing, please consider subscribing to my channel to get a lot more of this and me on PopCon. A salute to all pop culture, but mostly the 80s. Let's get it on! Alright, starting at the top of the box, it's very reminiscent to the actual gate to the park, you know, where they were keeping King Kong in it. And there in the corner is the Hasbro symbol. Skimming across the bottom from the Hasbro symbol, we see the names of the characters as well as the Autobot and Decepticon symbol, which is kind of unique. Here we get it in all of its glory. Tyranocon Rex is standing on top of that one Jeep, about to go all prehistoric on the other Jeep. Now let's look at this logo right here. You see where it says Transformers Collaborative Line? That's the actual official title. And look close to that detail. You see the bones, the fossils, wonderful attention to detail. So are the sides of the box where we see what seems to be the T-Rex testing out the electric fence, which is no longer operable and about to strike. On the back, you see an altered footprint that accounts for the Tyrannocon's fourth claw on the back, as well as the story about these two characters living at Jurassic Park. Alright, looks pretty good so far. This is a biggie, right? But we shouldn't be surprised. She's a T-Rex after all. And I keep saying she because...
Well, because all the animals in Jurassic Park are female. We've engineered them that way.
Alright, well, this window box is very dramatic. It shows that scene from the film, very familiar to everyone. You can see her foot is on the other SUV right there. So it's not only enticing, but this display is also reminiscent or harkens to the other toys in the Jurassic Park toy line. So it's a really cool look, and we're about to get this open, so I'm excited about that. I'm getting two toys in one. Of course, that was reflected in the price I paid. So let's go ahead and open this for everyone, because we are going to get a close... okay. Now, I knew that this was around there somewhere, but can you see? Hopefully, maybe it's a little too bright, but I'll do a little up-close picture. That is Mr. DNA. Yeah, Mr. DNA from Jurassic Park. He was part of the attraction that you would go on to learn about the creation of the dinos. So, here we go. Just slide this out. Now, already from the back, I see we've got our instructions hidden inside. So, I've already said their name. Tyranocon. Did I say it right? Tyranocon Rex and Autobot JP93. Now you know where that 93 comes from, right? JP93. I feel like this is going to fall, but I shouldn't worry too much because, as we all know with Transformers, there are so many plastic ties. It's very messy and a little annoying. Nothing else in the box there with Mr. DNA. So here we are. From the get-go, we have a nice scene. You can see in the back the electrified fence. Yes, the other SUV is cardboard, of course, but this T-Rex is situated so perfectly on this. And, oh, I even see the weapon. We're going to see it a little closer, but there is the laser pistol right there, most likely for Tyranocon. And there's the Jurassic Park Jeep. So, pretty cool. It's going to take a lot to get in all this plastic and get them out, free their bonds. But let's take a look under both of their chassis. Up next on the carousel. Strong and imposing, Tyranocon Rex is a redeco of the Beast Wars Kingdom Megatron with a different head. Yes, the lines and the transformation joints are pretty obvious. Unlike vehicles of the Transformers, they stand out a lot more on biomechanical creatures. Its tail is great, very articulate, you can see the beginning of that, and the skin is also wonderful, soft in many places, which just kind of gives it that real feel. Depending on the pose, you can minimize some of the gaps here, but he has great posability. I have him here on the carousel uniquely, but he can be posed. He has a lot of joints that move, and he can be just put in some wonderful action places, even some that are a little bit more subdued. The mouth opens and closes really well. There's even a place in the mouth for the actual firing weapon that the Transformers Megatron comes with, but isn't involved here. The paint job is top notch. I really do appreciate the shadows in the eyes, as well as just the color variations of brown. This robot mode is even more exceptional than I thought it would be. There's lots of great posing here as well. So you get the same variety or the same ability to pose him in so many different ways, even in this robot mode. he is a bit complex to transform. It was a little complicated, especially these back parts here, where they go, how they stay. But I figured it out. It was a lot of fun to do, I will tell you that. I was never a Beast Wars guy. I never owned anything Beast Wars, so I only got this because, of course, its connection to Jurassic Park. The overall skill, the overall style of this character is top-notch on number 10. Yes, the head and the tail of the dinosaur form the right and left arms. It's a little unique at first, but it's a brand new head. It's a brand new head sculpt. Take a look at that. Now, the left arm's tail in the other Transformers line can be removed, so you can manipulate that hand with a weapon, but not in this case.
I'm running away, because my folks don't understand YouTube.
Have they tried popcorn?
I don't know. Would I like it?
Sure. Your parents are from the 80s, aren't they?
Shipwreck!
Isn't it better to watch popcorn together than run away from your problems?
I could try to get them to watch with me.
Yeah, try watching together. Remember, not only watch.
Subscribe. Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Autobot JP93 is fairly unique and pretty much an original mold, which is wonderful. I just love the details in the headlight and the grille and the paint job. Very beautifully done. Now, the doors on the sides, they do swing open, which is great, but they don't bring the windows with them. So it's really just for transformation. Now, I want you to pay attention to the 04 at the end of the truck. This is so cool. What a great little Easter egg, and I love to point out Easter eggs. The 04, this Jurassic Park truck in the movie 04 was the one that Lexi and Tim were in before the dinosaur attack. Now, the weapon that comes is for JP93, and it does store on the bottom of the vehicle mode very snugly. So it's pretty cool. That was easy to do. Unfortunately, I didn't do it very well, and I was crappy at it. So since I did it pretty sloppy, this vehicle does a nice little wheelie on its own. So it may take some transformation from some other Autobots, but quite honestly, it's really unique and original. So let's get it transformed. In robot mode, we've got a really good, strong figure that is easy to transform and easy to pose with tilting ankles and other expected range of motion in his legs, his knees, his waist, his shoulders, and all of that. So great character in general. I love how the doors do open for that added accent, which you find in a lot of classic Transformers, which is very, very nice. The back piece, the top of the truck, fits nicely on his back like a backpack. It isn't a lot of excess, which is great. So you can see the transformation in the back with those tilted ankles as well. So really good looking figure. Was really impressed that it just wasn't a remake. I will tell you, this head sculpt is original and pretty fantastic, as it's really a melding of Dr. Alan Grant and the game warden Robert Muldoon. So they really bring Jurassic Park home in Autobot JP93. A huge fan of the original Jurassic Park since I saw it in the movie theater in 1993. I really had to represent this franchise as one of my favorites, so I've got these to represent both my Transformer love and my Jurassic Park love, and they're going on the toy shelf. There could be a dozen ways to display them, but this is how I'm going to do it. Well, I've got them both right here. Tyranocon Rex and, of course, Autobot JP93. And they're going to take their place here on this shelf. I bet you're wondering, why aren't they up there with the rest of the Transformers? Well, there is a method to my madness. If you look around here, you're going to see an old Universal Studios Hollywood plate. You're also going to see the DeLorean, as well as Ecto-1, and a lot of other Hollywood-themed toy and collectibles. So there is a reason. So I'm looking forward to this. They are going to be here, and I just need to readjust a little bit with the Ecto-1 there. I am going to, of course, put her here, coming like from behind, as she would. She's coming to stock, but that's where the Jeep is going, or the SUV, and it's going to go in the middle. So got some movie cars here with all a very central theme. They also stay in their vehicle mode. So that's also very unique compared to my Transformers collection where they stay in the robot mode. So here I've got them in their proper location, and a little bit room for just a couple of other things that go on with the same theme. So let's take a closer look at this collection so far and ponder about that last one. These movie cars represent favorite film franchises of mine and have a real connection to Universal Studios. The fact that they're Transformers, just frosting on the cake. Well, if you thought Draculus would be the last Transformer crossover, then you got it on the nose. Now, he's readily available. I just have to pull the trigger. I haven't made that decision yet. But what I can do right now is cross this bad boy off my list. I still got a few to go, and thanks for being here for these. You know, PopCon is the 80s, but it's more than just toy unboxing. Expect flashback shows about life in the 80s, or spotlights on favorite brands and intellectual properties from, well, the 80s. But I know my niche, and I know why you're here. And I know you're going to love my brand new show starting the first week of May, Pop Conversations with fellow YouTuber and old friend Thomas Goes Nostalgic. You should check him out and his channel. So can't wait till you see this thing, and we got a lot more coming your way. But before that, please like, comment, share, and especially subscribe. I'd really love that. I would appreciate it. So until next time.